going on? So you mentioned you started a production company?
Yeah. I started. Me and Lawson Leong, one of my best friend Lawson,
Lawson.
we were doing this show called Brooklyn Battle Comedy, which was a comedy show where every month or two we would have a wrestling match in the basement of this bar, uh, in uh, in Prospect Heights and stuff. So
So
we
cool.
would set it up, just do it's an excuse for us to do wrestling bits and then do like a you know ring open ring match in a basement and stuff like that. And it wasn't it got a nice buzz behind it where it's like people were like, oh, we really like this, and then we actually had wrestlers come along and start doing stuff with us, and we were about to set up another show when the pandemic hit, like right as we were starting. And around this time, I started is when also I was starting to train to be a pro wrestler. So I was just like learning the skills to actually put together a pro wrestling match. And So when the pandemic happened, I was able to put money aside, and I was like, well, fuck it, I got all this time. I'm gonna produce some film uh, called Brooklyn Battle Comedy. We make movies, which is basically my version of I would love to do Airplane but with wrestling. So
I love
we
that
did
that
basically that.
mashup.
Yeah, I hired Hannah. We hired Hannah Hartness to write the script, and then we hired like a director and an editor. We got like got a composer. Like we got a script together. We got a crew. We got a cast. We shot in August of last year. 3 days. The film stars professional wrestler MV Young, uh, and professional wrestler CPA as the leads, and we just basically used it as an excuse to basically put together a bunch of very funny bits and film and stuff like that.
And where
And
can people check that out?
you can watch the entire series. We split it up into seven episode web series called Brooklyn Battle Comedy. We make movies. It's on independentwrestling.tv, which is like the number one source for independent professional wrestling. It's basically Netflix for independent professional wrestling. If you ever want to know what independent professional wrestling is about, that service has everything you could possibly imagine, from like the most death matchy, blood and guts promotions to independent promotions from all over the world, and then stuff like what we do, which is just like the Adult Swim show of professional wrestling. Um,
Totally pitch them this.
we've been trying to get their ear for for a year now, because we think like our idea was, hey, this is basically a Tim and Eric version of a wrestling show. This would go great on Adult Swim. Uh,
Yeah, I'm visualizing it. I think that would be so cool on Adult Swim and unique too. I can't recall anything like that.
and I mean, we're not the only ones. There's plenty of independent wrestling promotions that would fit great at Adult Swim, like tons of them. Our idea is that we're the Larry Sanders show of professional wrestling. You know, we are the Sarah Silverman program of professional wrestling.
Okay.
Uh, the
So
idea
it
is
has
like
a little bit of an aspect of like a talk show, but behind the scenes kind
it's
of.
kind of like, yeah, it's a comedy show behind the scenes of what a
I l-
wrestling show is. And the wrestling show is the wrestling is the wrestling, but the comedy is weird and goes all over the place. We have a referee called Horse Ref that we summon through singing a song, and he's a horse. He's 1/3 horse, 1/3 referee, 1/3 man. He's,
Oh my god.
and he gallops to the ring. It's like Brooklyn Battle Comedy is really special. It's really fun, and I love doing it. So I'm excited
I
to do
love
more of it.
that.